Okay, so today we're taking a look at Ghostbusters on the Sega Mega Drive, a game that often flies under the radar when people talk about 16-bit classics, but one that's genuinely interesting for fans of the franchise and retro gamers alike. Released in 1990 and developed by Compile, Ghostbusters delivers a quirky mix of platforming, shooting, and light RPG elements wrapped inside the supernatural charm of the beloved film universe. Ghostbusters on the Mega Drive doesn't retell the plot of the movies directly, but it keeps the spirit alive. You once again play as a team of paranormal exterminators cleaning up New York City after an outbreak of ghosts, monsters, and things you really shouldn't cross streams with. The game features 3 playable characters, Peter, Ray, and Egon, each with slightly different stats for speed and health. It's a small touch, but it adds a bit of replay value and gives players a sense of picking a main. The gameplay follows a mission-based structure. You have a central world map showing locations across the city, and each one contains a haunted stage. Inside these stages, the game becomes a classic side-scroller with a focus on shooting, timing, and pattern recognition. The levels are surprisingly varied, mixing cramped indoor hallways, dangerous rooftops, laboratories, and spooky ghost-infested mansions. Compile's signature enemy design shows through: strange demons, floating eyeballs, and bizarre creatures that feel right at home in a 90s action game. What stands out immediately is the weapon system. Before entering missions, you earn money by clearing ghosts, and you can spend that cash on gear. Upgrades include stronger proton beams, bombs, shields, and special attacks, giving the game almost a light RPG or loadout customization feel. It's a simple system, but it makes progress feel rewarding, and it helps you prepare for some genuinely tough boss battles. And speaking of bosses, this is where Ghostbusters shines. Each mission ends with a large, often screen-filling creature, whether it's a monstrous possessed doll, a demonic kitchen appliance, or a giant robotic construction worker. These fights are creative, chaotic, and require pattern memorization, much like Contra or other arcade-style games of the era. The designs strike a fun balance between creepy and humorous, matching the tone of the films. Visually, Ghostbusters is clean and colourful. The sprites are chunky, expressive, and instantly recognizable. The Ghostbusters themselves look a bit cartoonish, but that exaggeration works in the game's favor. Backgrounds are detailed and give each level its own identity. The soundtrack, composed in Compile's signature upbeat style, pumps energy into every stage with catchy, action-focused tunes, though you won't hear the classic movie theme outside of the intro. Difficulty is another talking point. Ghostbusters isn't brutally hard, but some levels have cheap hits and enemy patterns that demand practice. Thankfully, the ability to equip stronger weapons helps smooth out the difficulty curve. Still, players expecting a simple, casual licensed title might be surprised. Compile made this for gamers who enjoy a challenge. If there's one drawback, it's pacing. Some levels feel repetitive, and the map screen structure can interrupt the flow. The game is also fairly short once you know what you're doing, though replaying with different characters or gear combinations gives it some longevity. In the grand library of Sega Mega Drive titles, Ghostbusters isn't a top-tier classic, but it is a charming, well-made action game with personality, strong boss fights, and a unique take on the franchise. It's definitely worth trying if you enjoy 16-bit shooters with a bit of humor and supernatural flavor. Ghostbusters on the Mega Drive is a quirky, fun, and surprisingly polished, licensed game. One that's absolutely worth firing up your console or emulator for a nostalgic paranormal cleanup.